I had no idea about it. The only thing I remember was my teammates screaming from the bench like it was me dunking. But it wasn't me doing the dunk, I was on the receiving end. Now that's awkward. Getting dunked on is one thing, getting dunked on and having your own teammates cheer is another. Being on the receiving end of the best dunk of all time and being named the dunk of death is another still. Every frustration and hardship Vince Carter had in his life at that point seemed to erupt in that dunk over Frederick Weiss. Here is the story. Vince Carter just became literally the most seasoned NBA player ever with 22 seasons in the league. At the time of his retirement, he was the 4th oldest player to play in an NBA game. Being a veteran leader for the latter part of his career, it's sometimes easy to forget what Vince Carter meant to the entire NBA when he was drafted in 1998, right after Jordan's second retirement left a void in the league. He emerged onto the scene as one of the most exciting prospects in sports. Carter just made the All-Star team and put up 25.7 points per game in his sophomore season. Despite this, the Team USA selection committee did not choose Vince Carter. Ray Allen was the shooting guard chosen for the Olympic team. On January 14, 2000, Carter scored a franchise record 47 points. Of course, it was on Ray Allen's Milwaukee Bucks. Allen ended the game with a bloody nose and bruised eye. Carter seemed to play better mad. It wouldn't be the last time. That year, Carter would then participate in the 2000 dunk contest, giving perhaps the best performance ever. Vinsanity had began. Later that year, Tom Gugliotta would tear 2 ligaments in his knee and would be out for the foreseeable future for knee surgery. There was now a space for Carter. In the NBA playoffs, the Raptors lost to the '99 Knicks. This was the team that drafted Frederick Weiss, a France native, in 1999. However, due to contract disputes, Weiss wasn't on the team at the time. But more on him later. This playoff loss shot Carter into quite the offseason. In addition, Carter's agent was arrested for money laundering, which included screwing Carter out of hundreds of thousands of dollars. And Vince's younger brother Chris was arrested multiple times for drugs. This would add to Carter's list of frustrations. The Olympics were almost an escape for Carter, where he expelled those frustrations on the court. Carter was showing athleticism in practice. Teammates were in awe of how he could adjust to the ball on alley-oops and every which direction he would go to get them. Tim Hardaway would say, "We would purposely try to throw it behind him, see how far he'd reach to catch it, and how high he could go. We wanted to see if he could go to the top of the square and catch it. We didn't know he was going to get it." This athleticism and frustration transferred to the court for the Olympics as well. Tubby Smith, the 2000 Team USA assistant coach, said, "Carter was playing very aggressive. Teammates described him as having a chip on his shoulder. He would jump and they would take him out in the air." Tim Hardaway said, "We weren't going to take that anymore. If anyone who bumps Vince comes through the middle, just crack them and take them out." In the entire Olympic run, Carter had 41 made baskets, and 25 of them were dunks. This brought us to the last game of the preliminary round against France. Team USA was already up 4-0 in the preliminary rounds. This game would be the last piece. With the United States up big in the last 15 minutes of the game, history was about to be made. After a steal from Vince Carter on a lazy pass, it was time to make a statement that Team USA was still the team to be feared. Tubby Smith goes on to describe the dunk. "It was like the big fella said, 'Oh shit, I need to move or something. I need to get out of here.' But it was like he was stuck, like he was frozen. Vince took off and just kept going up, up, up. It seemed like Vince was thinking, 'Oh man, what have I done? I'm too far away. How can I correct this?' And his correction was just to elevate above it and over Weiss. He just split his legs and went over him. I don't know how he got that extra boost." Everyone in the stadium erupted. Hardaway remembers the reaction. "I probably jumped higher than Vince did. I jumped up. Everybody jumped up. It was almost like being at the Rucker Park games. People just stormed the court. We had to control our emotions to keep them from going on the court." Frederick Weiss describes the dunk. "I don't remember anything. I had my eyes closed." Vince Carter just cleared a 7'2" man in live game Olympic action. Weiss was taller than a California king, and Carter, while deciding how to attack, decided to go over him. Many members of the team said they needed to see the replay because they didn't believe it happened in real life. When the Olympics were done, Carter shot 50% from the field, 40 from 3, and led Team USA in scoring, which helped in improving USA's Olympic record to 109-2. The Toronto Raptors team didn't get to see the dunk in person. They wanted to. Carter tried to replicate it in practice, jumping over the biggest guys on the team. He would trip over guys or fall. The end result was never as good. It was a once-in-a-lifetime moment. Later, teammates would say about Vince, he doesn't talk about that stuff. One of the most exciting two guards in the game, has remained humble through all these years, through all the moments he's had. Through the honey dip dunk Shaq recorded on an old-timey camcorder, the time he reintroduced himself in Toronto for a 42-point goodbye, and the most famous dunk of all time. Seeing him on the way out brings the utmost respect from me. We say goodbye to Vince Carter and remember some of the funnest moments in NBA history. For more NBA stories, including a breakdown of how 2004 Vince Carter was traded for 2015 Luke Ridenour, check out the videos on the screen and be sure to subscribe to the channel or I will sign you up for the 2000 Slam Dunk Contest and recruit Dwayne Wade as the judge.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?